Guys, if you haven't realized by now, I'm not so fond of Tottenham Hotspur at all, especially since they knocked us out the Champions League last season, and earlier this season they pulled off a draw because of VAR. It was just, oh my god, I don't even want to think about that. But I am not the biggest Tottenham Hotspur fan at all, despite me really loving the English Premier League and want to see the English teams do well in Europe. Maybe not so much Tottenham Hotspur. So what I decided to do was to join the Bayern Munich Demolition team. You know, we are the unit responsible for breaking shit down. Like, whenever you want something broken down or demolished, just give us a call. We come right over and we get the job done with distinction. And we pulled it off marvelously today. We did it. 7-2 thrashing of Tottenham Hotspur. But guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dominic Rich, man. If you're new around here, consider hitting the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up button for the, the Bayern Munich gear and all. I'm not even a Bayern Munich fan, but whenever I go out and I see nice football gear, I pick it up. For, it's not that expensive. And I love football. I'm a football fan more than anything. So for those people who want to say, oh, if you were, I would never wear another team's, jersey or a cap, just chill out, man. You're not a football fan. You're a fan of your team. And if your team was to actually, disappear, you won't be loving football anymore. You just probably love football because your dad did it. But anyways, let's talk about this game. Tottenham Hotspur 2 at home. Bayern Munich 7. You heard it right. 7. We were treated. We were entertained. 9 goals. It wasn't a thriller. A thriller is a close game. This wasn't a thriller. This was simply a beatdown. Bayern Munich basically shamed Tottenham. They embarrassed them in front of their own crowd in their own city. And you know who was the mastermind behind it? A former Arsenal player in Serge Gnabry. Am I even doing that thing right? Am I even doing it right? But a former Arsenal player. He didn't get a lot of opportunity to do that when he played for Arsenal. Whatever he did get a chance to play, Arsenal did not treat this player well. And now he is putting out world-class performances like this. 4 goals. A hat-trick. 4 goals. What a clinical performer this boy has been since last season. And all the times he went out on loan. And now he is back at Bayern doing big things. Serge Gnabry, he has finally come of age. Arsenal reject, you could call him that if you want. But Arsenal, they probably be like, oh man, why did we let this player go? But it happens in football, it happens. 2 goals scored by Robert Lewandowski, man. Clinical performance by Lewandowski. But Lewandowski, you need to do this whenever Bayern gets to the knockout stage. You want to bully teams in the group stage? Do it in the knockout stage and you'll get more ratings. But he is definitely a world-class caliber striker, without a doubt. The other goal was scored by Joshua Kimmich. Tottenham's goals were scored by Heung-min Son, or Son Heung-min, however you want to say his name, backwards, forwards, it's your choice, it's your preference. And the second goal, Harry Kane penalty of course, which was kind of suspect, but Danny Rose did get to the ball before Kingsley Coman, did. So, fair penalty in the end. Fair penalty. Let's just say that. Fair penalty. But, guys, for some people who didn't watch the game or who didn't really follow the match closely, they could say, oh man, Bayern totally, destroyed Tottenham. It was a beatdown. No, Tottenham actually had the lead first. They scored to Son Heung-min and they had the lead for 3 minutes before Joshua Kimmich brilliantly curled the ball into the far post to beat Hugo Lloris, whose, positioning is questionable, or we could just say it was Kimmich's brilliance. Equalizer. The second goal did not come until the 45th minute when Robert Lewandowski brilliantly swiveled inside the box to beat Hugo Lloris to his left. Well, it's fair to say that he was blocked off by the defender there. So, it would be harsh to criticize Lloris there. But come on, You got to do better than that still. So at halftime, it was 2-1, and the game was setting up to be a thriller because Tottenham were basically still in this match. A 2-1 lead is not really a big lead. It's a very, very vulnerable lead. But coming back for the second half, man, I don't know what happened to Tottenham. I really don't know what went on in the changing room. I don't know what Maurizio Pochettino may have said, or who knows what Niko Kovac may have said to his players, and they came back out, you know, like a team on steroids. Not literally, guys, because steroids it's illegal to use steroids in sports. We all know that. But Gnabry, that first goal he scored, man. He scored 4, but the first one, oh man, that has to be the pick of the bunch. He ran all the way from the halfway mark and ran all the way through Tottenham's defense to beat Lloris. That is like, it's just a shameful performance by Tottenham today. Shameful. Shameful. They should be ashamed of themselves. You made Gnabry just basically run through the midfield and your defense to score 3-1. And then he scored again a few minutes later. And this time it was like a tap. It was like a side-footed tap placed beautifully off the post into the back of the net. The game was gone. It was basically gone from Tottenham. So with the score at 4-1, Tottenham tried their hardest and they got one back. You know, they tried. They got one back to Harry Kane. Brilliant penalty, even though Neuer guessed right. You know, he tried. But it's very hard to stop Harry Kane from scoring from the penalty spot, though. He has been very, very clinical when he stepped up to take those. So with the game being 4-2, Tottenham had to do everything they can to get back into this game, and with committing players forward, they got punished at the back end there and conceded 3 more goals. Serge Gnabry completing his hat-trick, and then Lewandowski scoring a brilliant first hit ball. Like, that was a sweet shot. That was very, very nice. Set up by, I think it was Philippe Coutinho, it was Perisic, Coutinho, and Robert Lewandowski just opened his body and put it past Lloris. It wasn't hit with a lot of power, but it was hit with precision. And then the final, you know, nail in the coffin there, Serge Gnabry's 4th goal. He couldn't believe it. He could not believe what was happening. He couldn't believe. He couldn't believe it, man. It was a shambolic performance by Tottenham's defense. The midfield, the attack. It was just an all-round terrible performance. This ain't an analysis. This is just my reaction of this freaking game, because I don't know if Tottenham was very bad in this game or if Bayern Munich was very, very good, because we all know Bayern are going through a transition themselves under Niko Kovac, who is fairly new at the helm over there. But Maurizio Pochettino has been Tottenham's manager for quite a while, for several seasons now. And I don't know what's going on. This can't be the team that made it to the Champions League final last season. This cannot be the team. This can't be the team that knocked my team Man City out of the freaking quarterfinals. It cannot be the team. This can't be the team that knocked Ajax out at all. That's why a lot of people was even shocked that Tottenham made it to the finals. You have to question what's going on over there at Tottenham. Look at what happened in the Olympiacos match. They were 2-0 up, undeservedly 2-0 up as well, and they let Olympiacos back into the match, picked up only 1 point. They haven't been doing well in the league. They haven't been traveling well, but they are at home. You are in front of your home crowd. You can't embarrass them like that. Come on. These people pay good money to come out to watch you play. I could understand if you lose the game, but not 7-2. Like, come on. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. 7-2. Like, I gotta pinch myself. 7-2? Jesus. Damn, that was a beatdown. That's what you call a schooling. You got schooled at Tottenham. You got schooled. You got demolished, broken down, destroyed. I don't know if they're gonna, are they gonna recover from this? Are they going to recover from this? Because this is being televised all over the world, and they are now the laughing stock of the entire world. 7-2 against a Bayern team who hasn't really been that great for the last 2 or 3 seasons. Maybe in Germany, but they haven't been great in Europe. And currently in Germany, they're not great. It's Leipzig who are running things over there right now this season before they actually catch steam. And maybe this game could be the catalyst that helped Bayern Munich, pick up steam. Because it's a team transitioning. A lot of new players in there. and they're still trying to gel. And it seems like they're really, really coagulated today against Tottenham Hotspur. Because what a performance, man. What a performance. What a freaking performance. Tottenham Hotspur seems like they're a very unsettled bunch. Lloris, the captain, World Cup winner. I don't know, man. I don't know. Tottenham needs some a revamp. Seriously. Vertonghen, Alderweireld, these guys are in their last year of their contracts and they're not happy. Danny Rose, we all know he is a disgruntled player all the time. Serge Aurier, I really don't. He has like no temperament, no composure whatsoever. Harry Winks, I really don't rate Harry Winks. I'll be hearing the commentators say, oh, Harry Winks, he's such, high quality. Harry Winks is shit to me. Seriously. I don't rate Harry Winks at all. And let's not get started on Moussa Sissoko. Moussa Sissoko has to be one of the worst footballers who play for one of those top 6 clubs in England. And I'm not even making this thing up. You saw the opportunity he had. If he was good, he would have belted that past Neuer. He kicked it up in the stand. Rosette, as they say. Tanguy Ndombele is a great signing. I like this kid. He got, taken off early, but I like this guy. Why didn't Eriksen start this game? Pochettino, what the fuck are you doing? Eriksen should have been on the field from the get-go. He is one of the players who are closest to world class in this Tottenham team. A lot of people may say that Harry Kane is world class. A lot of people say he's not. But he's a world class striker because, when compared to other strikers, he's really good. He's, and that's what world class means, amongst the elite. And then you had Dele Alli, who hasn't been in great form as of late. He's not, producing at all. No goals. When last you see Dele Alli on the score sheet? He's just not producing. We know Son works very hard. He was on the score sheet. Harry Kane always giving his best for Tottenham Hotspur. But why isn't Lucas Moura starting more games? Why isn't Eric Lamela starting more games? These players want to play. These players are going to go out and give you quality performances. But what we're seeing today from all the 11 players that I name out here, it was not a good performance. This is not the team that Tottenham should be feeling. You need to feel players who are committed to the club, players who want to play for Tottenham. I know that means the same thing basically. Not these guys who are going out there thinking about, oh, what's my next move is going to be, in January, what's my next club, or next summer. You need players who are going to go out there and play for Tottenham Hotspur and not get embarrassed like this. Even the match against Olympiacos was an embarrassment for letting and no disrespect to Olympiacos, but Tottenham Hotspur, you're a top club in England. You can't be letting a team from Greece come back like that against you. No disrespect. But you can't be letting these things happen. You see what I'm saying? So all the Tottenham fans, sit your ass down, take this 7-2 beating, and, just take things one game at a time. Fix your freaking club. You already fixed up the stadium, nice stadium, probably the best stadium in the world. Now, time to fix this club. Fix it. You need fix. You know why? Because from the demo team over there at Bayern, we just broke that shit down. But guys, that's just me getting into character, I'm not a Bayern Munich fan. I am not a Bayern Munich fan at all. But guys, let me give you some insights here. Tottenham Hotspur have conceded 7 goals in a home match for the very first time in any major competition. That's how bad the performance was. It's the first time it has happened. 7. The Tottenham fans will be hiding right now on the couches, on the beds, on the chairs, in gutters, wherever you could find any crevice. They will be nice and, cozy up in there right now. Tottenham Hotspur are the first English side to concede 7 goals in any European competition since Tottenham Hotspur lost 0-8 to Cologne in the UEFA Intertoto Cup in 1995. So they're used to this, it seems. Spurs' 2-7 defeat to Bayern was Mauricio Pochettino's joint heaviest ever defeat as a manager in all competition, alongside a 0-5 loss to Real Madrid in March of 2012 when he was in charge of Espanyol. So this was a beatdown. This will be a memorable one. Records have been broken and hearts, egos have been shattered to bits and pieces, shattered into powder here tonight at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. As for stats in the game, 15 shots at goal for Tottenham. They had 15 shots at goal. 8 on target. So Neuer had to come up with some big saves today. Neuer, proving to, Germany that he is the man for the job there. Bayern Munich, 19 shots at goal. 10 on target. 7 of them went in. So Hugo Lloris, you got to do better than that. Tottenham had 41% of the possession. They were in the game. 59% of the possession for Bayern Munich. Tottenham 400 passes with an 82% pass completion. Bayern 570 passes with an 85% pass accuracy. So Tottenham, you had the opportunities, you just failed to take them. You give away the ball in very dangerous positions, and Bayern pounced on it and they destroyed you. But you gotta give hats off to Niko Kovac, man. He's doing great things with this team, as proven in this game. It's a great win. And what he did on match day 1 against Red Star, picking up that win. So 6 points for Bayern. They are currently on top of this table right here in Group B. In the other game, Red Star defeated Olympiacos 3-1 after Olympiacos went ahead early-ish in the game. And they were leading for quite a while until one of their men got sent off. It was Yassine Benzia got sent off. And then, bam, it was a free fall from there. Red Star, they scored. I can't remember who scored. You know what? Let me just get that for you. Let me do you a favor and get that for you and talk about that right here. So Red Star, Vuliet scored in the 62nd minute, and then Milinovic scored in the 87th, and then Boake with a headed goal in the 90th that came off the post. So it was a complete meltdown by Olympiacos after going down to 10 men, and they would rue not picking up this 3 points against Red Star Belgrade. I thought that Olympiacos would have came out champs in this game, but they had a meltdown. Still have 1 point in the group, but Red Star picks up their second ever win in UEFA Champions League football. In the Champions League era, though, they did win the old European Cup, so let's not all forget that. And for some of you guys who don't know, they did win that thing. So big 3 points for Red Star Belgrade here. They're currently second in the group behind Tottenham. Olympiacos should be third in the group, and Tottenham should be at the bottom of, no, actually, Tottenham are not at the bottom. Tottenham are third, but Olympiacos are fourth. So Red Star, man, the fans will be pumped up, and it's a big win. It's a big win because they fought back well, and the Maracana was pumping. They were really noisy over there, and maybe that's the reason why they came back and won the game. The coach looked very, very nervous, but at the end, he was smiling. So, great performance by Red Star, showing some tenacity there. But Bayern Munich, they just blew the fucking roof off the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We will never forget this 7-2 trashing. But guys, I'm your boy Dominic Rich. If you're new around here, consider hitting the subscribe button. Let me know if any big talking points I missed in the comment section down below. I'll talk about other games in another video, but this one is a monumental one, and we have to make a separate fucking video for it. So guys, from your boy Dominic Rich, as I say again, from the Bayern Munich Demolition team, until next time, peace out. Rich Squad.